Alright, folks, welcome to the stream. It's time we get into it today. We got BR reviews. So yeah, it's time we get into it today. Yeah, so BR Reviews is a YouTube channel. He makes videos on reviewing stuff, that's it. And also shorts. So he's been on since October 27th of 2024. So he's been on here for probably 1 year. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's do his Lilo and Stitch review because I've been watching that lately.
Kind of a miracle for live action remake. I'm happy to say that I watched Lilo and Stitch. It was funny, imaginative, had great characters, and was generally one of the best Disney movies. I'm talking about the original. The remake is just not that. It was fine enough, which is kind of a miracle for live action remakes. First, the good. They had good acting, everyone did pretty well. No Gal Gadot evil queens here. The casting was mostly good. There was one that stinks quite a bit. I'll get into that later though, because it's part of a bigger problem I have with this movie. It wasn't completely heartless. It kept some of the soul of the original, and the stuff that translated correctly was pretty good. That's why the second act was the best, and the third act was the worst. Now on to why I don't like this movie. It wasn't very funny to me, plus there was a lot more toilet humor. I had a few chuckles, but despite Zach Galifianakis, the guy from Hangover, and Billy Magnuson's best efforts, neither of these characters were that great at making me laugh or being characters in general. Rather than in the original film, where they were always on screen for a reason and were still quite funny. They were watching Stitch and attempting to track him rather than blasting me with jokes that really suck and trying to pad out the runtime. That leads us into another problem. It seems that nowadays Disney is just trying to make longer movies without justifying it with stories that need that much time, like, say, Interstellar did. Now, the movies aren't that long, but still, they're just adding a ton of filler. The full story of this movie, if it had a tight script, would probably be about an hour and 15 minutes. And what's the runtime? An hour and 48 minutes. They just packed a bunch of silly Stitch shenanigans in to make the 8-year-olds happy and hide that they detracted from the original story by about 10 minutes while adding absolutely nothing. The characters are also so bad. The closest they have to a good internal conflict is Nani wants to go to college, but she must take care of sister. David and Cobra Bubbles were done dirty. In the original, Mr. Bubbles, despite his name, was really cool. And David was a cool, confident surfer. But in this, Mr. Bubbles has lost all of his presence, and David is a blithering idiot with no confidence at all. It's just the same guy that they've put out in so many of their movies. But oh boy, we have not gotten to the worst thing yet. They got rid of Gontu, which, I mean, on its own, it could have been fine. But what they did instead is just so stupid. Guess what? They replaced Gontu with Jumba. They try to make him threatening, but my god, when you have someone who sounds like General Tungus, a joke character from the Minecraft movie, arguably the biggest and most elaborate joke of our time, it does not turn out great, as I'm sure you can imagine. He also wasn't like a poorly done twist villain. He just randomly decides, oh yeah, let's just capture Stitch and go experiment on him more for no reason. Because we need a villain, right? God, this third act is just a wreck. Lilo gets taken away, then Nani says, oh yeah, thanks, now I can go to college, bye. The whole climax is changed entirely, and you know what? This is enough critiquing for one movie that frankly doesn't deserve the attention. It's just some more forgettable slop. 5 out of 10. One of the better Disney live-action remakes.
So yeah, that's BR Reviews, everybody. Let's check out his Superman review or Jurassic World. review. Actually, let's go to Thunderbolts review.
Thunderbolts is great. Definitely the best movie since Guardians 3. It feels a lot more grounded, and yeah, they do have Marvel's version of Superman, plus the super soldier serum, and phasing in and out of people and walls, but it's just more in the fact that it's not a multiverse movie. It's focusing on character over plot, which is definitely what you want to do for a movie like this. It was cool that they focused on Yelena so much. She's becoming more than just Black Widow's sister. But the best actor and character was Lewis Pullman as Bob. Mother
Schmabulok.
Bob! He got high and dressed as a duck. But really, he is acted incredibly well and is my favorite character. They managed to do a good, redeemable villain. Wow! They managed to make him funny and terrifying at the same time. Also, wow. The theme of depression they had with him was also great. Though it isn't all doom and gloom, it's also pretty funny too. They're all great characters, though I think a few just didn't get enough screen time since Yelena took center stage. It definitely could have taken place a lot earlier too, but oh well. Everything good you've heard about this movie is true. 8.5 out of 10.
So yeah, that's be our reviews, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to LTM Editors and Vlogs and DX Fan #1 in the Silver Bell Show. Next, I'll do more GTA gameplay. We'll do part 5 on part 4. So yeah, stay tuned on watch for that, and also Sports Talk will be tomorrow with me and the Silver Bell Show. So stay tuned for that tomorrow, and thank you all for watching.